Maybe you could just tell us something about your sense of the arc that the characters go on.
I made the choice to fall in love with him through the course of his story because I realized that he was as broken as I was. And there was this stream of togetherness, and we were both dreamers, and that we could, in a fantastical way, have a relationship of sorts. And I think that the greatest thing about both of these characters, they're both addictive. She's a sex addict, she's an alcoholic, she's a drug addict. Your usual actress type, or the iconic of the broken woman. And she finds someone who can understand all of those things. And one of my favorite lines in the play is actually just two words, sheer luck, where he tells her about heavenly, and he says that he really is experiencing that's sheer luck, because that never happens. It's just so rare in your life. And Seth every night looks at me and smiles, and it's the beginning of this building of this relationship of sorts, which he has to deny in the next scene. And one of the exercises that brilliant Marianne Elliott gave us was that there's a 3-hour break between the first scene and the second scene. And our assignment over a weekend was to come up with what the sex had been like in those 3 hours. It was fun that weekend. And I talked to a friend of mine who, has a lot of sex, and he at a point was really voracious. He's gay, and he said to me, 3 hours is foreplay. I said, you've got to be kidding. And he said, yeah. There's a lot of showing and performing, and there's the whole ritual that's involved with it. And so we came together on the Monday or whatever it was, and we put together a story of what that sex had been like. And we decided that it had touched both of us in a very profound way. He's in denial of it, but she isn't. And then he rolls out, which allows him to tell this story, which allows them to be intimate. And you just think, come on, just go with her. Mm-hmm. Just go to the Ritz Hotel and have a good time and, be together, have some kind of happiness, some kind of semblance of togetherness. But he just can't do it.
I think that for me, as we do it every night, it gets to such a violent and scary place at the end of that scene, and that I think that from the moment that she tells him to look in the mirror and see what he sees there, I think from there until the end and refusing to go, it's just this sort of extreme, this shell that he's tried to believe in and tried to hold on to just completely falls apart, and he recognizes that that the only possible positive thing that could come out of where he is in his life now is to own up to the consequences and to not run away anymore.